If hot wings don't fill you up, you need to try these. By spraying this on our chicken, we can guarantee we'll have a party in our mouth later on. Using my Weber like an air fry to create chicken like this, now that should be illegal. Let's get into it. Today we are barbecuing chicken Maryland and we're going to add some heat to it. Now cooking time for this recipe is 1 hour. Or for those of you who love to use my beer timer, you're looking at a 2-beer cook. Cheers. Help me to help you. Like, share, comment on this video and subscribe to the channel. To make this recipe, we're going to need some chicken Marylands. A chicken Maryland is when you still have the leg and the thigh attached, sometimes also called a chicken quarter. Now I popped in to see Mick the Master Chicken Fiddler out at Gippsland Premium Meats and picked up 6 Marylands. Just lay them out on a tray and we're going to pat them down with paper towel to remove as much moisture off the skin as possible. Flip them over and dry this side as well. By drying the skin, we are not letting it stay wet. I know, shockingly scientific. Oh, it's also going to help crisp up the skin while we cook it. Now that the skin is dry, it's time to add some seasoning. And I want to go down the hot wing path for taste and texture. So in keeping with that thought, we're going to keep the seasoning basic. We'll be using some SPG or salt, pepper, garlic on these Marylands. Sergeant seasoning on board for action. Enemy acquired, preparing to salt. Enemy advancing, reloading with pepper. They just won't stop, reloading with garlic. Making sure to season both sides evenly and then just pop this chicken in the fridge while we get the barbecue ready. This will help the seasoning dissolve a little and it will help dry the skin and season the meat. Today I'm using a 57cm Weber kettle and I'm pairing it up with a kettle cone or vortex because I want to be cooking at temps of 240 degrees Celsius and above today. And how I'll do that is by 3/4 filling a chimney starter with charcoal briquettes. Lighting up some fire lighters and placing the chimney on top. Once the briquettes are all ashed over, I'll place the kettle cone in the middle of the charcoal rack. And when the briquettes are fully ashed over, I'll dump them into it. This is Sparta! I mean, put your grill on carefully. Then pop the lid back on, making sure all the vents are wide open, and we're going to let that grill warm up for 10 minutes. When you allow your grill to warm up before adding your food, it ceases to be cold. Yeah, I know, science can be complicated like that. The grill's warmed up, so it's time to get the chicken Marylands on. By placing them around the outer part of the cooking grill, we are not going to get any fat flare-ups even though we're cooking at high temp. That is because we are using an indirect heat source to cook with. The way the kettle cone and vortex work is by forcing the hot air to the outer edges of the grill. This setup works just like an air fryer. Pop the lid back on and we're going to come back and add some magic in 30 minutes. If you didn't know, the Weber lid vent creates a hot spot. As the cold air is sucked in through the bowl vents up and around our food, it is then forced back out through this lid vent, which creates a hot spot for any food directly under it. So to ensure an even cook, I recommend turning the lid 1/3 of the way every 15 minutes during the cook. Did you know the collagen within chicken starts to turn to gelatin once the internal temp reaches 71 degrees Celsius? And when this happens, the meat becomes more tender and moist. Smut! We are 30 minutes in and it's time to oil up those chicken Marylands. So grab some spray oil, it doesn't matter what type, and give them a light coating of oil, working quickly so we can get the lid back on. And leave them alone for another 15 minutes. The oil will help brown up the skin and also crisp it up a little bit more. Now we want to make these chicken Marylands spicy by adding some sauce, but we don't want to lose that crispy skin. Good old Frank's Red Hot is my go-to for adding a little bit of heat because it has the perfect balance of tanginess and bite. Now rather than just drenching the chicken in it and soaking all that crispy skin, grab a spray bottle, add a funnel and fill that up with Frank's Red Hot sauce. And we can spray this on easily on our chicken near the end of the cook. If you don't like hot sauce, don't add hot sauce. Pro tip, hot sauce is hot, no No sauce is not. Science, it's amazing. We have reached the 45-minute mark and we have spun that lid to ensure an even cook all the way around the entire grill. The chicken skin has also been oiled up just to help crisp it up a little bit more and brown it. And the Marylands will be reading an internal temp above 74 degrees Celsius, which will class them now as no-death chicken. And being dark meat, we can push the internal temp a little further, going anywhere up to about 79 to 82 degrees Celsius. But now that the chicken is ready, we can give the chicken a good drenching in the hot sauce. Pop the lid back on and gonna leave them alone for another 15 minutes. The chicken Marylands are ready, so we can get them off the heat. I mean, look at that colour. Crispy skin and so tender and moist. Smart! Now, if you love eating cheap and easy barbecue, you need to try this recipe. Oh.